So hi there, my name's Chad. Basically just wanted to give my top 15 sports movies. You don't really see a lot out there, so I thought I'd give my opinion of movies that I own. There's some that I wish I owned that I need to, like Rookie of the Year needs to be on that list. I grew up as a kid in the 90s, so there's going to be a lot of 90s sports films in this, but first one, The Great Varsity Blues. Uh, Love that movie. I probably saw it 3 times in theaters. I mean, you can't go wrong with James Vanderbeek and whipped cream bikini and, feel good, stand up against the coach type movie. Next one's another football movie, a classic. Got some Scott Bakula in it. A little Necessary Roughness. Great film. I mean, comedy, Got some Rob Schneider, the Thumbarooski. All that. But another good one. Kind of more comedy. Sticking to the football and comedy, we got The Best of Times, my third favorite sports film. These are in really no order. I mean, they're just kind of films I love. I mean, great film. Got a little bit of everything in it. You got some, see who's all in it. Kurt Russell, Robin Williams, I can't think of the chick's name in it, but great film, comedy, get to relive your high school glory days, catch that you couldn't couldn't have caught back when you were in high school, and it's kind of one of those reliving the glory days type movies. Next one, been copycatted. Adam Sandler did a pretty good version of it. I like this version better, but it's a little bit more serious, Longest Yard with good old Burt Reynolds. But it's kind of more serious. Still got like a comedy in it, but another great sports movie. Got a lot of football movies in here. Got Wildcats. Great movie. Early Wesley Snipes, some Woody Harrelson. Goldie Hawn, wouldn't expect her to be in a sports film, but she does pretty good in this film. Kind of a comedy, underdog story. Next one is Basketball. Great comedy film, Gotta see, South Park guys. So, can't go wrong with those guys. So, comedy, Squeak, Little Bitch, all that fun stuff. All right, so one I just watched today, great film. You never don't hear much about it because it was on the kind of spiritual, but I don't really think it's a religious film. It's got a little bit of it in there. The Irwin brothers did it. But it's American Underdog. Great film. I mean, I could watch this over and over again, along with The Rookie, which I don't have on here, but I just watched Rookie today too. All those Disney ones. This one's not Disney, but great football film. I mean, first football player to undrafted go to the Super Bowl. I mean, never been done before. Kind of cool story how he got there. I had to do arena football, all that. But all right, we'll stick to football. Got some Rudy. Great film. I got it on 4K. Love it. It's a classic. I'm a big Goonies fan, so I of course love Rudy. I mean, everybody knows Rudy, so we won't talk too much about that. My next one would be classic baseball movie, The Sandlot. Can't go wrong with Sandlot. James Earl Jones. He's hardly in the movie, but he's freaking great. Just in the few minutes he is. And the big dog, big chase at the end. And trying to think of his name. What was his Squeak. Can't think of his name. The one that kisses Wendy Peppercorn. Just great movie. Next one, old Brad Pitt film, Moneyball. Can't go wrong with that. The classic, just kind of shows the whole math behind baseball and how, you know, they kind of broke the system, you know, of creating a good team. I'm a White Sox fan, and I feel like the year they went to the World Series, they used that same kind of, they got a lot of Detroit players and did the whole, I felt like they did a lot of, they got rid of, didn't have real big stars, you know. They were stars, of course, when they went to World Series, but I didn't really know many of them when they first came on the team, and a lot of like Brewers and Detroit, you know, people they kind of grabbed up and made a super team. But great movie, Moneyball, Brad Pitt. Next one, Warrior. Oh, I mean, I'm not a big UFC. I mean, I do watch it occasionally, but I mean, this film is, you know, I'm trying to think his name is, it's Nick Nolte. It is Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte's in it, you know, plays drunk father that, you know, kind of pushed his kids too hard, you know, and you know, Tom Hardy, of course, which is amazing in this film. And then what's funny is neither of them are American. Joel Edgerton or whatever, you know, great film, you know, good UFC film, intense, you know, family fight at the end. All right, back to the comedies, Cool Runnings. I mean, John Candy, the king of all movies. It sucks he died, and you know, this is one of his probably best movies. He's got a lot. I mean, even like, you know, his cameos in like Home Alone and things like that, and what Rookie of the Year I think he was into. So just little portions of it, but classic, you know, true story ish. I'm sure it wasn't identical this, but Cool Runnings. Yeah. We'll stay on the Disney path. Mighty Ducks. I mean, Emilio Estevez, and you know, I'm trying to think of that. Can't think of the kid. He was in Fringe and all that, and you know, Dawson's Creek and all that. He was in it. And Goldberg, you know, Goldberg. You know, classic hockey, you know, kids film. I mean, if you're an adult when that came out, you probably weren't a huge fan, but I was a kid when it came out. I have all three of them. Great film. I got the Rocky set. I mean, Rocky's a classic. I mean, hell, Sylvester Stallone wrote, you know, the first film. You know, just great. My favorites, of course, you know, 4. It fights, you know, Dolph Lundgren. One of the greatest, you know, villains, I think, ever in a sports film. Rocky. Then I will do 16. I got 16 on here, sorry. So, Major League. Great sports film. I mean, Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, got Wesley Snipes. Too bad he didn't do the other ones. Kind of sucks. I mean, the second one could have been way better, but they tried to do the whole PG-13, and you know, this was Radar. You know, the evil owner trying to make him lose, and you know, the announcer was it Bob Uecker, I think is his name. I mean, him and John Candy are my two favorite probably announcers in the movie. Last movie, another baseball film, Field of Dreams, old Kevin Costner. Bull Durham would have been an honorable mention. Love Bull Durham. I like Field of Dreams a little better. I even liked when the White Sox did that game, you know, against the Yankees, I think, in the field, and it was this big thing, and I'm pretty sure they won that game. Probably one of the only games they won, but it was just pretty awesome when they did that Field of Dreams thing for the White Sox, and this is just, you know, James Earl Jones, another film with him in it. He's one of the, you know, all-time, you know, Darth Vader. Can't go wrong with that. Not a sports film, but he's in, you know, Sandlot in this one. And that's it. I mean, thanks for checking me out if you did. Those are my top ones that I own. I mean, there's some in there I have on DVD probably somewhere, like The Rookie, which I love, and, you know, like Rookie of the Year, and Miracle. Miracle's a freaking great film. A lot of good comedy, like Bull Durham. So, I mean, there's so many good sports movies. It's hard to, Any Given Sunday. I was struggling. I almost put that one on there, but, I'd be talking forever if I had every movie that I loved. If you can't tell, that's just some of them. But anyway, thanks for checking me out, and talk to you later.